Good morning. My name is Techua Menu. I'm Director of the Social Development Policy Division at the UN Economic Commission for Africa based in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. So this morning we launched the sub-regional report for North Africa of the African Social Development Index. And as we mentioned, tomorrow we'll be launching the report for East Africa in Nairobi. This is the third report that we have launched. We launched one for Southern Africa in May in Johannesburg. So this brings to 26 the number of countries that have produced this index. This index is concerned with measuring exclusion over the life cycle. So we are looking at, first of all, the chance that a child who is born can even survive, to grow. Then we're looking at education also as a factor of exclusion, health, employment, well-being, and old age. And what we are trying to do is that in 2011, African ministers asked us to produce an index that was tailored to African conditions. So what we do when we use this life cycle approach, we use national data to see what is happening in each of these areas. And we have been working with national implementation teams. So for the North African countries, we looked at Egypt, we looked at Sudan, we looked at Tunisia, Algeria, Mauritania, and Morocco. So we have results for all of these countries. And the results are interesting because what it does is that it tries to say what are the critical factors in each country. So for Tunisia, we find that infant mortality and youth unemployment are the biggest factors of exclusion. And it accounts for almost 33% of, the transition between school and work accounts for about 33% of exclusion. In Algeria, in Mauritania, in Sudan, and Morocco, we find that in all these countries, exclusion has not increased, but the problems again of illiteracy and youth unemployment is a challenge. In Egypt, we found that exclusion was increasing, and again, the problem of youth unemployment was a challenge. So it allows policymakers to not just think about what shall we do in general, but so if you are a policymaker in Tunisia and you find that infant mortality and youth unemployment are your greatest challenges, then it allows you to look at what policies do you have in the area, how effective are they, how more effective they can become. Okay. We know that it is a big problem, but it is not a problem that is going away. And if you do not solve it, then it leads to desperate young people trying to migrate, or even young people becoming radicalized because they do not see any alternatives. So I think that it is a tool, a great tool for policymakers to begin to look at what it is they are doing and how they can do it better. And of course also to learn from other countries. Even though contexts are different, you can look at what countries are doing that are successful, so issues about social protection. Of course it costs money, you cannot just transfer money, but you have to be creative about it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
شوف هذا الاجتماع هذا هو باش نشوفوا مختلف المؤشرات التنموية بين مختلف البلدان الأفريقية. المؤشر عندنا مؤشراتنا نعتز بها، عندنا أيضا بعض ربما المشاكل التي لا نخجل من أن نطرحها ونتناولها. وكما قلت هو هذه المؤشرات ليزانديكاتور هذه ليست هدفا في حد ذاتها بقدر ما هي تنير لنا الطريق من أجل أن نقارن أولا معناها مؤشراتنا والنتائج التي حققناها مع بلدان تقريبا في نفس مستوى النمو الذي نعيشه، ثم حتى نعطي للآخرين من تجربتنا ما حققناه من أشياء إيجابية. وأيضا هذه المؤشرات من شأنها أن تكون معناها تنير لنا الطريق حول إعادة ممكن ترتيب الأولويات أو لتصويب عملنا تجاه بعض المسائل الاجتماعية التي لم نحقق فيها النتائج المرجوة، وبالاستفادة كما قلت من تجارب دولية من منظمة الأمم المتحدة، ولكن أيضا من الدول المحيطة بنا والتي تقريبا تعيش نفس مشاكلنا. هذه أهم شيء ونعتقد هو أنه ما حققناه رغم الصعوبات، رغم ربما مع تعريفه بلادنا من منع توترات اجتماعية منذ 4 و5 سنوات. أعتقد ما حققناه يستحق الاحترام والجدير بالدفاع عنه وبالفخر به.